offensively. They're elite defensively, too. Number 2 in the nation defensive field goal percentage.
Mara working around us. Second half for Tennessee.
Yeah, like you said, Opara, and Carey were in foul, had some foul issues.
When you look at a big, some guys are 7'3", Connor. Great question. You don't want to play up top of them. Whoa.
Role on being on the perimeter, catching, blowing by his initial defender, and he's done an excellent job within the system. Speaking of which,
see Robbie Avila and St. Louis coming up in game number 4 of our night. Mara with some
line out of bounds. They're trying to score out of these, and this guy can pass as well as anybody.
Cadeau inside.
Mara. You know, we highlight and talk about all the stars of the game, but sometimes it's another that comes, steps up, and affects the game.
Oh my. What's happening right now?
That's a great point, Evan, and that's really what happened. Their transition defense was not good. How about this?
It's career high. Mara has the coming up on it. Cadeau tied up inside, and Mara cleaned the rebound.
Again, the shot clock was winding down.
Cadeau lob, Mara
Here in the half court.
Lendeborg, no, Mara the follow.
An offense. Both of these teams put 100 on the board, Jim, on Thursday. St. Louis 102 points against Georgia. Michigan 101 on the board. Mara inside.
Got to attack Avila here. He's got 2 fouls.
Yep.
Mara goes to work. Turnaround jump is open again for 3. Unable to connect. And the baseball pass. Oh!
Put on him in the first half with the 2 fouls. This feels like Robbie Avila's second half now. Mara with a Kustak. I want to thank Jason. Thanks, Jimmy, by the way. I eventually cut down the net come April and having to a 13-point lead.
He's playing with 3 fouls. Such a big piece of his team. 19 points for Cedric Taylor. Mara baseline spin. Step. Michigan 30 to 44. Elected up by 24 for the Wolverines. He arches his back, spinning to the rim.
3-point lead for Michigan. Meyer getting physical with Cadeau. Screen from Mara. Lob it up. There you go. Slow it down. Power. Cadeau accelerates. Cutter. To Mara.
On here. Bounce and help. Dig a little bit.
Mara comfortable with either hand. Works inside and he off the rim.
He was going to take Mara for dinner, I think.
Cadeau goes high. Caught by Mara and he will flush it.
Though when it gets late.
Now Mara. Cheddar was asking for it. 10 to shoot.
Nice
Mara,
try.
the spin off. That's really
accustomed to pressing. Nice again spin. How about this? Bounce yourself in. He's got hooks with either hands.
likes to pass it. Drop step. Baby hook.
For rhythm.
Mara.
Either hand.
Missed it with the left. Gets it back. Floats it up. Good. In the field.
They run something nice out of every timeout. This is the America's play to get it to the big fella.
Beat it inside to Mara. Ball fake. Mara. 10 to shoot. Spins and slam.
Right that hot hand.
Lendeborg. The spin. Dish. Mara. They give that to him and he.
Lendeborg down low. Mara spinning right hand.
Tilly, or I should say Mara, sometimes just looks like he's the tallest guy in the playground. Get inside. Cadeau looking for space, leaves it up to Mara.
Ohio State.
Cadeau to Mara for the answer. 4 to shoot. Lendeborg gets it to Mara for inside the
handoff. Well scouted.
Working around the perimeter. Now Mara one-on-one on an island with Kohler. Oh, the drop step.
Lendeborg has a 3 inside to Mara. Cadeau. Mara. Oh, that was in trouble on the baseline. Cheddar. Short on the 3. Mara. Oh, bad. Cadeau up top. Mara. Mara. Another 2.
Good field. Makes threes. He's a different guy.
Lendeborg riding into the lane. Cadeau extra for Burnett. They've thinned out Illinois. It's Mara.
Nice pass. Look at this.
In the game.
And the spot up shooter. a little flare there. Nice pass.
Swings it down there for Mara. Wrestling with Ivicic.
Nice ball fake.
For a title contender, both of these teams with national championship hopes. Gets free and misses. Mara one-handing for the rebound.
In the paint. Backs it out short, and there's Mara.
Nice.
Lindeborg, 7 to shoot. Trying to get aggressive. Finds Mara. Fades away.
When Johnson catches it that low, Kevin, he's got to go to work.
And Cadeau from 3. Had 7 in their last ball game in the win against Rutgers. And a check.
Players, Aday Mara, the UCLA transfer, getting better and better. A gifted passer, and somehow Houston, huge win for Tommy Lloyd's team.
And 2 straight games by Anthony Del Orso for 22 points. Michigan has got to find a way to move this defense.
Mara spins and hits.
Mackey already live. Cadeau, lob, Mara ready. That pull-up just doesn't go. Cadeau stays out there. Kaysen, Gale, Mara, Lindeborg, nice. Get it in. It's Mara on the back down. Mara, spin, and score. Set it. Cadeau. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Michigan up 17 on the number 7 team in the country. And claimed by Burnett.
Pass to Bilodeau, a clean look.
Oh, the head and shoulder fake. Burnett leaves it for Mara. And the
Be a factor.
UCLA has been held to just 16 points.
Cadeau will drop it. Mara running to the rim.
They'll let him do it, though.
Morris Johnson, his 4th offensive rebound. Royal has been the Buckeyes' leading rebounder now for a 2nd straight year. Lindeborg working in the corner. This is Mara.
How about that?
I think that's a decision that both men are quite pleased with at this
He's going
point.
again.
Mara steps out.
He's got to stay at home because this kid has great vision.
Mara wants to take Bynum just.
This is too easy.
Mara double team, that skilled ball movement. Here comes Cadeau.
Pretty pass. Cheddar really a guy that can spread the defense and really help the inside play.
Mara elevate.
Mara wants the 3 again, Bruce. What do you think? Forget it here.
Mara rolling to the cup.
Shot 2. Good shot. That's the shot you got to take and make. And look who's running the floor.
And a tough ask against 7'3", 6'10", and 6'9" on the front line for Michigan.
Nice pocket pass. The real deal. Johnson very good at fitting the post, cutting, offensive rebounding, and this kid's got hooks. And 2 years ago he couldn't do that. Oh, Kohler lock it up.
Mara with position.
Let it dig a little and help.
Left hand, so run.
Got to get Mara involved a little bit in that low post area. There you go.
To Mara.
There you go.
Allows Michigan a chance to cut it to 3 with a deep ball of their own. Cadeau inside Mara. Double teamed. Cadeau. 2 seconds. Mara.
An attack controlled by the Wolverines. What should we pay attention to early? Shows it. Down the lane. Hangs to the
Those fouls with their size inside. Here's a touch for Mara, who has just a bit of an advantage on Enright in the size department. And Aday Mara.
Proved as a perimeter jump shooter. It's been a little bit of regression. It'll be interesting to kind of track.
At Oregon really changed the game. Michigan was down by 1 at the half on Saturday to a depleted Oregon team. Mara's
much of a concern, but it certainly has been a trend here over the last 4 or 5 games. That defensive rebounding number has slipped.
Mara clears for the Wolverines.
Got a push if you're Michigan here.
There's Mara with that big advantage on Evans on top. I said once he's found that, he's taken off. They challenged him off the St. John's exhibition. Mara!
Michigan's one of the better rebounding teams in the country. Sets up transition like that. But I will say, for the most part, UW has controlled Michigan in terms of them scoring. Morez really does that.
Lindeborg gives it up to Mara. Boy, he just gets it up so fast. Good call. Mara. Oh, both hands on the rim.
So here we go. The Wolverines are 4-0 in conference play and 7-0 at home. And they go inside Mara.
Talented, but certainly playing some of his best basketball of his career.
Likes to dribble to either hook, left or right.
Ilyauskas will defend.
Maybe a little early in the clock for Gianni to shoot that one. Oh, look, at Penn State. Now you just have to think, do we believe we can roll?
At 3 short, and this is where the Wolverines.
Michigan trying to go 12-0 in the season. Mara in the lane. Rolls half court. Mara looks for a cutter. He'll shoot it.
Nobody's going to beat this team.
Cadeau, Mara. Lend the board. Inside. 2. Mara quickly gets it in. Snap. Landeboard tracks it down. He's got Barnett. Got Mara. 12 points, 9 rebounds. Strong take in.
A bit from downtown. Landeboard with the dump down to Mara. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. From Mills, Andre Mills. Motor. Mara.
Because of that, because of what Dusty May and his coaching staff have put in place, that was a place, or this is a place he wanted to transfer.
DJ Carson's as good as it gets in the college game.
Mara.
Cadeau.
Mara. You can't have it all, kid.
Here's Cadeau.
Nice cross.
To his right. On the bounce and a post. Bounce. Cadeau again beats his man. Burnett misses. Mara clamps down. Jason thought about a 3 instead.
He's not a big guy there. Let him go with the hook.
Mara wrangles his way through and swirls.
On Max Mack, as a matter of fact. 40-point win, then a 30-point win over Auburn last night.
You really got to do it with your defense. Your defense has to come together, be solid.
Oh, Mara! 1 and done for the Zags. 22-8. Michigan and Gonzaga playing for the title here in Vegas. Playing for $1 million prize. Mara, wow, what a handy win over Alabama.
Yep.
A terrific quad 1 victory for them. They beat Maryland as Mara.
Incredible runs. Gale, in and out. Mara fighting, and it ends up in the hands of Cheddar. He misses, and Mara is there for another off the board, directing traffic now. Dumps it inside. Mara turns, score. Oh, he's got some touch. He does passing. The Spaniard drives. The Spaniard with some post.
Case for another double-double with his 18 points. Drops it down to Mara. He goes up and...
LJ Kaysen down low. You're number 1 at Wake Forest.
Back up for Calmes at that point spot.
What do you do?
And transferring to Michigan has gotten into better condition.
By percentage, Phylon makes the most. Oh, they fell asleep there.
The players trying to keep shooting it, so that's the mindset.
You got it. Thanks so much.
Good stuff there from Ali LaForce inside front. Going up top, and it's
Young men donning the Michigan jerseys were listening intently.
What a hook. Gillis thought he got fouled by Trey McKinney going for the basketball. Mara for McKinney on the cut. Invigorate his love for the game. You don't have to learn that in the camp. Mara, follow, no, rebound Mara. Oh, the hit ahead is a touch.
Mara, ball fake.
He finds people.
Again, wonderful.
Great balance. Nice cut.
Mara behind the back. Gale finishes. Mara drops it off. Game for Michigan. Landeboard in for Mara. Oh, the passing ability. First half. Entry to Mara. Mara spinning baseline against Grove.
The game's so long,
Yeah.
You forget quickly.
I don't know if he knows it. Look at this.
Up top, coming over to smack that into the second row. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
There's Mara to the cutter, Landeboard. Can they shut down a Michigan offense that is roaring right now? Not with passes.
Mommy, help me. Here comes a double. No. I think he can handle him. That little late. I like it.
Outside, this is Cheddar, and he finally...
Again, no foul on the play. And they don't get... Look at this pass. You see him do this all the time.
Michigan, man. Well, maybe not. You'd say they might start managing the clock. What a pass.
Make Michigan respect the perimeter just a little bit more.
Oh, no look feed comes.
Now here's the rebound to
Mara, he's going to go deep and a home.
Stay focused. This is what we can be. We think we can be this, but we really need to dial in early on. There's a great
man. New Year's Eve, it'll begin for the Explorers. This is their final game before that. Good look inside the case.
Down. As does Morez Johnson. Oh, there's Johnson.
Askew with 15 now by way of Long Beach and Cal and Texas and
nice look
Kentucky.
away. How about that?
Michigan in transition for this first half. It'll be a big deal. Mara defines Morez.
And schemes with. Coach May told me yesterday that the shirts literally has all of his plays.
That's the part about having officials like Jeffrey.
Getzel in the board. They stay at home. Mara turns. Now he's in a crowd. Dishes inside and they get
out of the lane. That's where he was at his best. Nice slip.
Kick it. Lindeborg. Book it. A three.
Big at 89. Lindeborg, top candidate for Big Ten Player of the Year.
Get some corner jumpers. Nice roll by the big fella. What a look.
Mara. Cadeau got hemmed in by Ivisic. Mara tapped it beautifully.
As well. 47 for 30. Can't leave.
Pass to Burnett, and he.
Michigan's hit 4 of their last 5. Open in the corner, wide open look. That triple grazing the front of the iron. Long pass ahead, Lindeborg on the drive.
And we are off and running. 18,000 plus standing room only here in Columbus. Great pass. That high-low, those two. Ohio State so desperate to get their first real signature win of the season. Mara.
Nice help. Nice cut.
Michigan has not hit a field goal in the last 4 minutes. Cheddar tries to change it.
He didn't score in the first half. All 13 have come in the second stanza.
He's got to stop getting in foul trouble, early in these games.
Lindeborg, backdoor
team. But obviously no Nick Biddle changes that.
To your point, second in the Big Ten in offensive rebounds, 13 a game. Corner triple for the Wolverines. Lindeborg to Mara. Mara, who had 20 at Washington. There's his.
Mara unbothered by Peterson.
No double.
What a pass to Burns!
He's terrific. Great passer. What a cut. It's a great cut, but a great.
Lights out. They move the ball. That's a scary, scary team as well.
Well, J.K.
For some help, finds it with Mara in the corner. Holds it up high where no one can get it. Three-pointer from Kaysen.
Such a deep league yet again. Kaysen on a run out.
Pep talk Bruce Pearl was giving us to pass on to his team as Johnson
lets it fly. Back iron. Mata. Offensive rebound. Drops it down to Lindeborg. Patient and put.
Feel guilty. I got a little hangnail. I'm complaining.
Here's Johnson.
It's Baloo. Runs the floor. Nice entry. Look at that high-low. 23.
8 rebounds per as well as Mara.
Look at that pass.
Slips it down low. Off nicely. Good defense by Cadeau.
Sure was. They don't get back either.
Lindeborg stops for McKinney off the double. Rebound Mara. He didn't go back up. Instead, on a lob. Back to
Timer. Cox. Bounce it. Kaufman Wren. It's blocked by
23 up on the board. A little bit of luck, too, is Dillion. Something to look forward to.
Look at this. He actually grabbed the rim, though. It should be a no-no. Did you see that with the right hand? Yeah.
If it creates an advantage, that's supposed to be called.
Cooper roaming the baseline. There he is. Power dribble. Reverse. No. Ward. Blocked by Mara out of bounds. It's 6 to shoot. Cups. Has to hurry. Tough. Blocked by Mara.
Push the tempo because Tennessee didn't want to, and they have controlled it all the way. Oh! They were 1 for 7, but that's what they do. You can never fall asleep on them from the three-point line. Never. Breisel bounces it in. Good feed, and Mara.
Flatten out the defense and get that shot. Oh.
Mara with the ball.
Pass was perfect. Here goes that can spread the floor, initiate the offense, and shoot threes. Country going into the trees, and Mara with another block.
And a Koje. It's a rebound for Taylor, who's met by Mara. Taylor had a
defense a little bit more. You know, in the tournament, team can get hot, so if you can shut the valves off early, it's better for you than having the 7
balls. If you missed it earlier, Roddy Gale Jr. from Lewiston Porter High School.
Roddy Gale's got a big job with Boyd now. He just would love to take the big guy. This is for bragging rights.
After the steal, Mara. 26-25, Badgers.
They can get that 2-point shot if they want because of the drop. Tough shot again. Wow, 5 of them. On the switch now.
Bill Yauskas. Boyd.
Again, the pick and pop.
Blackwell, stop and go. It's
And home on Mobley.
Mobley driving. Oh,
Michigan State trying to settle down here. They need a bucket.
Nice pop fake.
They got Mara to commit. Fears takes the baseline. Mara blocks it.
He's been a dominant player. I mean, he's really been the key for them. He plays drop coverage. The only teams that have been able to beat these guys have a stretch 5. There's a swap. Doesn't force shots most nights. He just takes what the D gives him.
Bulgaris, speaking of seniors, guarded by 4th-year senior Will Shetter from Michigan. Aday Mara.
9 and 2, 2 assists for Boswell. This is where he is good. It hasn't been nice cut.
7. Sar with Mara on him. Drives. Tried to dunk it. Guard mismatch with Souza. Into Gumba. And Mara
on the attack. Oh, that extra fake got him some space. Grabs his mitts. Second chance. It's knocked away. Green gets in the paint. Kaufman Wren has Mara in front. Back down. Using the physicality. Mara's got the block. Dent on the bench.
Where Lindenberg is all over his fingerprints on this game defensively, night in and night out.
Clark drives in. Denied by his former team.
I was thinking the same thing.
They just couldn't miss. Clark off the double.
Look how far out he has to come, Bilodeau with the big guy.
Barry. They get Brown involved, but the shot clock is winding down once again. Bilodeau against Mara. It's like going against an octopus. Bilodeau denied by Mara.
Talented, in sync.
Here goes the dribble.
for Michigan. It's a far cry from the north. So now they break the press, and Mara. Sheravino gets it right back. Here's Singleton. Bounce underneath to Sheravino, who's blocked by Mara.
Back into the lane because long shots lead to long rebounds.
This is Royal. Shot clock at 10. Knifes in, and Mara gets him.
One thing about him. Tang. Rims off. Nice rebound. Block.
Nebraska's largest lead in the first half was 11. Good look to Jacobson.
Coach Weaver has been at the helm.
Thornton trying to create. He's very good at it. Bynum goes on the baseline. Baseline. A lob inside. Tilly. Oh, and Tilly leads in. Jump hook reject.
Height. Get big on the interior, and he feels like that's a formula for success.
We're seeing the trend. 2 bigs last year, 3 bigs this year.
There's not any tape on Oregon without Biddle and Shellstad. Oh, Mara!
Dylan Brooks to that list as well. Played for Coach Altman here in Oregon.
Bingo. Oh, and Jeff.
Do that really well.
12-2 Wolverine run to silence the crowd.
And still Washington can't break the seal, but an offensive rebound leads to a 9-point game now. Steinbach. Oh, Mara coming over.
The wide-eyed look, too, is a little bit gone. They feel more comfortable.
Played their way into the game.
And no Cadeau on the floor is certainly helped nice to get.
So, look, and the last I checked, that's where we are.
Favorite times are Thursday and Friday of the first week of the tournament, for sure, because of the upsets. And I think that we've probably killed the upsets.
Fredson Cole, he'll go ahead to Sherathon, and look at the hustle.
Nice push-ahead dribble.
100 seconds left to go here in the first half. Powers, oh, that's deflected.
Gonzaga beat Maryland yesterday, beat them by 39. And it feels like that.
PTSD from Serbia from last summer. But yeah, kid's got a lot of talent and the experience of playing.
It's a quick regroup. You're playing tomorrow. Probably the best thing for them. Here's Bird, and it's blocked by
Nice baseline drive.
He's going to put his head down and get to the rim, and he's done it well.
Going to the rim, Aday Mara.
He's at the end of last year, I thought he played very well. Nice slip, and look at who's there.
The ball now on Garrett. Garrett has Cadeau, size advantage for the offense, but Mara in his Michigan debut after a couple years at UCLA. He's got the on-ball defense, another block. Thurman curls around.